In the heart of a vibrant city lived a boy named Leo. He was known for his infectious laughter and a spirit as bright as the sunflowers that adorned their windowsills. Every day after school, Leo would dash home, eager to share stories of his day with his parents. But today was different. As he burst through the door, his eyes were wide with excitement. "Mom! Dad, guess what?" he exclaimed, his voice echoing in the hallway. "My class is having a pet show, and tomorrow is my turn to bring a pet. But I don't have any pets," he confessed, his shoulders slumping. His mother, sensing his disappointment, pulled him into a tight hug. "Oh, sweetheart," she said, her voice as soothing as warm honey. "Don't worry, we'll go to the park. Surely you'll find the perfect pet there." The next day at school, the other kids had brought hamsters, rabbits, and even a parrot. Leo felt a pang of envy as they showed off their furry and feathered friends. Then Miss Honey announced, "Who's next?" Leo stood up, his palms sweaty. He had no pet to show and didn't want to disappoint his teacher and classmates. As he walked out of the classroom dejected, he saw a small, shivering ball under a bush. It was a kitten, its fur matted and eyes filled with fear. Leo's heart went out to the tiny creature. He picked it up and felt a surge of determination. This was his chance. At home, Leo cleaned the kitten, fed it milk, and made a cozy bed for it. His parents, though surprised, were supportive. Leo named the kitten Patches because of its unique black and white fur. Patches purred contentedly, nuzzling against Leo. It was love at first sight. Leo rushed Patches to school, eager to show off its playful antics. At the pet show, Patches was a hit. The other kids gathered around, giggling as Patches chased its tail. Leo basked in the attention, feeling proud and happy. On the way home, Leo and Patches stopped by the park. Leo watched as Patches chased a butterfly, leaping and pouncing with unmatched agility. Suddenly Patches froze, her eyes fixed on something behind a tree. She let out a distressed meow and bolted toward the tree. Leo, filled with concern, followed Patches. Behind the tree, Leo found a small hole. Patches kept meowing frantically. Driven by worry, Leo crawled through the hole. On the other side, he found himself in a dark, narrow tunnel. The air grew colder, sending shivers down his spine. As his eyes adjusted to the darkness, he noticed a faint glow ahead. Gathering his courage, he moved forward. The tunnel opened up into a vast cavern. In the center sat an old, gnarled tree, its branches reaching towards the ceiling, and from its roots emerged a soft, ethereal glow. Emerging from the tree was a tiny yet majestic creature, no taller than Leo's knee. It had shimmering wings, a flower petal for a hat, and a long flowing beard. "Who are you?" Leo asked, his voice echoing in the cavern. The little man turned, revealing a face filled with wisdom and kindness. "I am the guardian of this forest." "Who dares disturb my slumber?" he asked, his voice deep and resonant. "It was my cat Patches. She got stuck and I came to help," Leo explained. The guardian looked at Patches, who was now rubbing against Leo's legs, purring loudly. "Ah, so you have brought her to apologize for her intrusion," he said, chuckling softly. Patches let out a loud meow, then looked back at Leo, shaking her head as if to say, "What are you doing?" Leo couldn't help but laugh. The tension eased, and the guardian's stern expression softened. "You have a kind heart, Leo, to come and rescue my flower cat," the guardian said, his tone now warm and inviting. "She is not just any cat. She is a moonbeam cat, born under the light of the full moon with fur as white as snow and eyes like shining stars." "I didn't know," Leo whispered, awestruck. "But why are you here, little one? You shouldn't be in this forest," the guardian asked. "I brought my cat to the pet show at school tomorrow," Leo explained. "But where will she go afterward? I can't keep her. My parents are allergic." The guardian stroked his long beard, deep in thought. "You seek a solution. So be it," he said, snapping his fingers. A golden butterfly appeared, perched on his shoulder. "Take this, child. Give it to your parents. It will solve your problem. Leo reached out, but the butterfly fluttered away before he could grab it. "Wait!" Leo called after it, but the butterfly only flew faster, weaving through the trees. The guardian smiled knowingly. "Only the purest of hearts can catch the butterfly," he said. "It will lead you to the answer you seek." Determined, Leo dashed after the butterfly. It led him through the forest, over babbling brooks, and under the shade of tall trees. Finally, it landed on a sunflower, its wings fluttering slowly. Leo approached cautiously, and the butterfly flew onto his hand. He felt a sudden surge of warmth and understood. The butterfly wanted him to take these sunflowers to his parents. He carefully plucked 2 sunflowers and hurried home. His parents, upon seeing the flowers, were confused. "What are these for?" his mother asked. Leo took a deep breath. "I want you to plant them in our garden," he said. "And maybe one day we can have a sunflower bigger than our house." His parents exchanged a surprised glance. They knew Leo loved sunflowers, but why all of a sudden? Still, they agreed, planting the seeds with care. The next day, as Leo prepared for the pet show, his parents suggested he bring Patches to the garden. "Let her play in the sunflowers," his mom said, smiling. As Patches frolicked among the sunflowers, Leo noticed a change in her behavior. She seemed happier, more energetic than ever before. During the pet show, Leo felt a sense of pride as he showcased Patches' playful nature. When it was over, he rushed back to the garden to see Patches. But as he reached the garden, his jaw dropped in surprise. Patches was gone. He looked up and saw her scampering around the sunflower stalks. One sunflower had sprouted. Not just any sunflower, but a giant sunflower, its petals as big as blankets, and its center a pool of sweet nectar. Patches was lapping up the nectar, her eyes shining with delight. Then she leaped gracefully onto Leo's shoulder, purring loudly. Leo laughed, feeling a bond with Patches and the mystical forest that he knew would last forever. That day, as the sun set, Leo and his family gathered around the giant sunflower. Patches nestled in Leo's lap, watching the fireflies dance in the fading light. "Thank you, Patches, for showing me the magic beyond our world," Leo whispered, stroking her soft fur. From that day on, Leo continued to visit Patches in the magical forest, bringing her treats and sharing adventures. Their bond deepened, and Leo learned that sometimes the most ordinary things, like a stray kitten, can lead to the most extraordinary friendships and magical discoveries. And so, the tale of Leo and his moonbeam cat became a legend in their town, a reminder for everyone to always look beyond the surface, for magic often hides in the most unexpected places. The end.